Good evening. Welcome to Friday Night Live with Mattis 860. Enjoying a Missouri Meerschaum hardwood with a Burley, Virginia blend, which I concocted myself out of some leftovers, doing a little cleanup of the leftover tobaccos, of which I have many, but this is pretty good. Almost finished though, so we'll be moving on to something else shortly. 51 in the house. I see my two moderators so far, Yardism and Tillerman 7OH. Thanks for your service tonight. Keep them trolls at bay. We have Daniel T, George Tiedman, Pittsburgh Piper, Stephen Skipper in the house, Fred B, Warp Valley Boy, Mark in Rhode Island, how you doing? Bona Piper, and Brad, Pipes and Kayaks. We had our usual Friday morning chat this morning. Hey, Sarge, look at that. Vinny is in the house. Must have a little time off or he's in between shifts. Barry Becker. We got a little announcement from Barry. So Barry, don't go anywhere because people might be trying to get a hold of you after I make your announcement. Sarge has the night off. Very good. Red Devil 2579. WV Grizzly B Conrad. Lots in the house there. 83 to be exact. Let's get rid of this. And I hope everybody has plenty to say tonight, because my list is short. But we will start with Barry Becker, who's in the house. He has acquired a 1926 tin of Philip Morris Revelation sealed, 1 1/4 ounce tin, which he would like to unload on somebody. Anybody who's interested, I guess type out Barry's name and then say you're interested. Barry, you'll have to keep your eyes open on the chat, and hopefully everything works out well. Again, Barry Becker has a 1926 Philip Morris Revelation sealed tin, 1 1/4 ounce. He's looking to sell it. He had asked me about eBay, and I said, some people have gotten stuff like that from eBay, but if you read their policy, you're not supposed to be doing it. And people have been shut off who have tried to sell tins that are still sealed. Okay, Ghost Cub, how are you, Sean? Lunton Larry Higgins. Oh boy. Paul the Piper wants to know how much for that tin, Barry Becker. Jay Graham, good to see you. Carlos Vincente Voth. He's from Mexico City. Phil Rivera. How you doing, buddy? Big shout out to Phil. Barry Becker, you're very welcome. Hope you're able to do some business. Tuxedo 25. We got 106. By the way, very successful stream last Friday as well. Thank you all very much for that. Paul the Piper. We message back and forth on Facebook. Lots of fun. Doug Owens in the house. Let's give a shout out to Doug Owen and Cargo Hold out in Paulsbo, Washington. You have any questions on pipes or tobaccos? Doug Owen is the man to talk to. Tillerman 70H, I get nothing from the sale of the tin. And if the old eBay prices are any indication, there wouldn't be much to pick off the price anyway. Algonquin Briar. Actually, I forgot to give my weather report. 39 degrees in central Connecticut, under clear skies. And Algonquin Briar said it looked like it was cold in the basement. All I'm doing is tricking the audience because I have the same sweatshirt I was wearing last week, so I thought I'd pull a fast one and cover it up. Let's see what we got here. Yes, Vinny, it's going to rain tomorrow. That's big news. So next up, got the John Cotton, Kentucky, and unbelievable. You'll remember we did the double press Virginia, double pressed Kentucky. Pretty much looks the same. It's a pressed cake. Beautiful, slightly smoky scent. And the amazing thing about this is I had a bowl this afternoon for the first time. And I'm going to enjoy another bowl now in the Friday Savinelli. 127 in the house. We're doing good. Mark in Rhode Island says no snow. Beautiful. So the double pressed Kentucky, when I lit it up, I said, I know this taste. And I was thinking and thinking and thinking, and right in front of me, this is the taste. Tastes very much like Mac Baren's London blend. Slightly stronger, I might add. I had had a conversation with someone some time ago. It might have been Doug Owen. We were talking about Mac Baren's Golden Extra and the London blend, which were like brother and sister blends. They were very close, but London blend had a little bit more of a smokiness to it. And they attributed that to the fact that the tobacco was stored in casks. At any rate, I had said to, I believe it was Doug, Barry Becker, thank you very much, $1.99 in the tip jar, that I thought London blend, they just took Golden Extra and added some Kentucky to it, even though it wasn't listed on the tin. Well, I don't know that for a fact, but try this double press Kentucky and then try Mac Baren's London blend, the Burley London blend. Oh, $15, and I missed who it was. Who was that? That was, Barry Becker, but it said $1.99 at the top. Maybe that's the tax. So, where was I? talking about the double press Kentucky and how it tasted like McBaron's London blend. Really does. You got to try it. Really has that subtle smokiness. And I've always called, Jeff Palmer, $4.99 in the tip jar. Thank you very much. Barry Becker says $15. Phil Rivera sent you $9.99. Thank you very much, Phil Rivera. Yes, Cliff Higgins. Chad is a troll monitor. So, let me see where we're at here. Oh, got 2 tins in the mail this week. A big thanks to Craig Ross. Craig, are you out there? Portsmouth Piper, $5 in the tip jar. Thank you very much. And we will certainly give a shout out for your wife, Erica. How are you tonight, Erica? And thank you for the $5 as well, since it comes out of both of your pockets. Yeah. All right, so where are we here? We got 2 tins in the mail from Craig Ross. Put that down. We got plum cake. And we got Esoterica, Pembroke. 2 very, very nice offerings from Craig Ross. Thank you very much. That was a great treat to open up. 150 in the crowd. And let's see what people are talking about. Pipe Leisure, I haven't seen you in God knows when. How are you doing? Still keeping up with YTPC, are you? Jeff Palmer, let us know what you think of the Pembroke. I know I've had it before, but I can never tell you the difference between those esotericas. They're all good, but they have subtle differences, and I think they're all Virginias, if I'm not mistaken, Virginia-based. And the plum cake is really interesting. If you watch my video where I did a review, and I had some when I first opened it, and it was good. I had some like a week later. It was very good. Had some 2 weeks later. It was outstanding. I think you have to decide whether you want it fresh out of the tin with the rum still like all over the place, or if you want that rum to dissipate. I personally prefer the aired out stuff where the rum has pretty much left and you just get a hint of it. $4.99. Dice and Pipes, thanks to you very much. What a night. We're banging that bell like crazy. I see Pungo Briar, Jimmy Tabaki, how are ya? Jacob Rosenbaum, shout to you. Jeff Palmer, Cliff Higgins, Pipe Tree. Doug Owen says Pembroke is basically an English with a cognac on it. Yes, it does say cognac on the tin. Paul the Piper says 50 pounds for the 1926 tin. That's not bad. Hello, Brazil. Great to see you. Glad you could make it. Pungo Breyer, the record number of viewers, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was like 167. So we're just shy of that. But at the end of the day, the big deal is how many viewers we have who stuck with it and watched the stream. So 170 viewers who come and go aren't as good as 90 that stay through the whole thing, if you know what I mean. Hey, Signalman Tony from Rhode Island, good to see you. Craig, the 50 pounds was for the Philip Morris Revelation, which is up for sale, from Barry Becker. Randy, it actually does make money. You'll never be a millionaire at it, but it does make money. Not to mention the fact that it's just fun to watch from one week to the next. How many people stuck with it, how many people you had total, that kind of thing. Mike Magnum, Rossi pipes. I have one here somewhere. Very good pipes. Thank you very much, Yardism, for taking care of that. Guys are right on the ball. Speaking of Phil Rivara, he posted a picture on Facebook of a pipe he was working on. Apparently it was the second one where he had a really bad inclusion in the briar right along the stem. It was terrible. But that's what happens when you start fooling around with briar. You never know what's inside that block. Okay, that was good. Barry put up his email, which just went flying by. Pungo Breyer smoking Sir Walter Raleigh and Grandeur in Dr. Greybo's. There's nothing wrong with that. Pittsburgh Piper. I've had the channel since 2011. And I think I started doing the live streams 2 or 3 years ago. And as I've mentioned on other live streams, while I have a lot more fun doing the videos and sitting down and editing and all of that stuff, the money really is in the live streams. And again, it's not that much to write home about, but it's better than what I get for the videos. It is 19 minutes past the hour. 148. Anthony's Making Haunted Pirate Ship. One of my favorites. Let that sit for 30 days. You're going to be blown away. Daniel Leslie, what's your thoughts on the new blends from Warped and Cornell and Deal collaboration tobacco? Not familiar with it. Sorry. C&D comes out with so much new stuff all the time, I can't keep track of it. And I'm always forgetting when I say Old Joe Krantz that they now have like 5 different offerings of Old Joe Krantz. Not to mention that they took the 4 Burley Flakes and now they have 5 of them, and the recipes on the first 4 have changed since I had them. So I've lost track. Tillerman 70H, I saw that same thing on Facebook. The spark plug mix. Not sure what it's all about, but I did notice it. Codger Jim, I'd love to do more videos if I had time. But that's the other thing about the live stream. You sit down, you do the stream, it's all done. No editing, no uploading, no nothing. Little Ren Ravnos 05 Games, whatever. The worst tobacco, in my opinion, has to be Bacon Old Fashioned. Definitely the worst thing I ever had. Besides that, I had one that tasted like Less Toil or Lysol. It was awful. Tinker Toy 701, $2 in the tip jar. Thank you very much. Cliff Higgins, the Haunted Bookshop, has been doing a job on me lately, so I've been kind of laying off it, doing the Pegasus, which I just finished up. And as I say, I've been mixing some loose Burley and some loose 5100 red cake, whatever's kicking around. Jody Wooten is in the house. Thank you very much for your service tonight, Jody. Charlie Gray, thank you very much. I've done enough of them, but you still get butterflies before, and it's a little nerve-wracking, but I gotta say, it's a lot easier when you have moderators, because right before I got the moderators, I had one night where I had this one guy who just kept posting the same thing all the way down the line. It was very distracting, because you look over and you're looking for new comments, and here this guy's posted the same thing 50 times. It's a pain. It's a pain. Nice cheap pipe other than a corn cob pipe. The only thing I can think of are the unfinished Savinellis, which you can pick up at the Pipe Nook. Big shout out to Eddie Gray. Since we're doing some shout outs, who else do I have? Aristocob. Scott, aristocob.com. And our usual shout out to BRTV, who came out with their new TV guide today. And there is the Pipe Nook. Hello, Eddie Gray. Daniel Leslie, the Savinelli 320KS, of which I have one. I still think is a little too bulky for me, but I still smoke it every once in a while. And it worked out that it wasn't as bulky as I had expected it would be, if that makes sense. Did I see? Yes, I did. Classical Pipes. How you doing? Always good to see you. Sergeant Savinelli says, hey, Eddie. So I got to say again, in case anybody missed it, the John Cotton Double Press Kentucky, it's to die for. The Virginia, I liked it, but after the Kentucky, I'll take the Kentucky anytime. Codger Jim, what does your barometer on the post read? 30.20, $4.99 in the tip jar. Thank you very much. Pipe Smoker, $7.95. The best part of Friday nights is matches. 860. I love it. Ah, Barry, I have the Duca Carlo 673 as well, and it's a favorite of mine. Ding, ding. Yeah, Doug Owen says, hey, Sarge, we miss your thoughts of the day. For sure. All right there, Classical Pipes. Yeah. That Kentucky is just fantastic. Sea Smoke Pipes. Glad you could drop in and say hi. Thank you very much. Daniel Leslie, my favorite pipe in the cabinet is one of the 5 Friday Savinellis. They all smoke pretty much the same. This is the newest one. I like them all about the same. Barry Becker screams, hey, Sarge. 27 minutes past the hour, 155. We're doing good. Irish Catholic pipe smoker. I do have a 321 somewhere. Is that a sitter? Mine is. Everybody's doing their favorite quotes. Amphora, Kentucky. I'll have to look for that one. Off-topic question, how to resolve conflict with wife? Well, that's what frying pans are for. Right over the head. PA Piper, hello to you. Cast iron skillet, yeah, that'll do it. Pipe Club says let plum pudding sit out about a half an hour and then smoke it. I have to agree with that. Those come through a little bit more moist than I like. So it's nice to let them air out a bit. Jeff Brooks never did a Rattray's pipe, but I'm sure they're good if Eddie Gray sells them, because he only sells the best. Joshua Priest, hello to you. Don't rub the plum pudding out too much. That's an interesting hint. Simon, nope, I haven't been through a few wives. Just one. Never hit her with a frying pan either. Pungo Briar. When I sat down with Sergeant Savinelli there the day after Thanksgiving, we had some Sutliff, Virginia slices, which I thought were fantastic. And also during the holidays, the burley nicotine was hitting me pretty bad. So I kind of switched to some Virginias during that time to ease off of the burley, but not necessarily vapors. I was doing straight Virginia, as I recall, for a while. In fact, the leftover of that is what I created, that Frankenstein blend that I was using in the beginning. Pacemaker and Buttons 2023, it's good to see you as well. Yeah, Sarge, thanks for turning me on to those slices. 167 for anybody who's interested in counts. So I know we've either hit or went over our previous record. Always a good thing. Nothing like a little ginger ale. What else did I have? Did I have anything? Oh, yes, I did. Got to put this down. Got another couple of new Sutliff tins. The Hearth and Home series. Bright Night. And I'll get into both of these in a second. What is this? Smoky Mountain. Nice tin art. I'll get into these, actually getting into them later on in another live stream. But the aged Smoky Mountain, made with dark-fired Kentucky, this blend holds true to the name. Smoky rich, the blend is reminiscent of nights under a starry sky by a warm and inviting bonfire. The meaty essence of the Kentucky really shines through, giving a deep, intriguing flavor on the tongue. And then we have the Bright Night, which is Virginias that are beautifully golden and simply delicious. Light and natural, the essence of pure Virginia tobaccos shine through and delights the senses with an effortless and sweet smoke. So both sound really good. I've done a number of reviews in my playlist of the Hearth and Homes. And as I recall, I don't ever remember having one that I didn't like. So great stuff again from Sutliff. 35 minutes past the hour. What do we got going on in the chat? All right there, Sergeant Savinelli's going for a late dinner. Thanks an awful lot, Sarge, for dropping in. And please show up in video or something. If nothing else, show back up on a live stream when you can. Have a good night, Sarge. Fred B. We must have hit 172. We're at 164 right now. The other nice thing about this, it does smoke slow. Anybody that knows me well knows that a bowl of Haunted Bookshop lasts me about 10 minutes when I'm doing a video or a live stream. Tinker Toy 701, $2 in the tip jar. Thank you very much. Ding ding. Hey Tillerman 70H, I think you got a new job besides moderating. You're the ding ding for the live chat. Yes, Randy, Bookshop does burn ultra fast for me. Pipes and bees in the house. Great to see you. Nicholas Cox, you're bringing up a name I seem to remember. Old Soul. Rings a bell. David from Akron, Ohio. Thanks an awful lot for joining us. Always glad to have new people stopping in. Any questions? Ask the people in the live chat. We have some terrific experts here. Everyone from classical pipes to Doug Owen. And Old Soul was on Classical Pipes live stream. He deleted all his videos. That's a shame. But I do know other people that have had to delete them. Magician Piper deleted his. And then probably 4 or 5 other people that I know pretty well. That it's just a shame because quite often they have, well, Artful Codger did as well. You lose some terrific content. Portsmouth Piper wants to know if anyone's going live after matches. 860. How about you, Dion? You can pick up at 7:45. Who asked the question? Pipe Club, why are people deleting videos? In some cases, it's due to the person has been found out by their employer. They have a perhaps high-profile job. something like that. And I don't remember exactly why Magician Piper took his down. And then you'll get some people who just, they got on YouTube, had a good time, did some great videos, and then decided they're all done. And rather than leave the channel up, Doug Owen, $10 in the tip jar. That deserves 4 dinglings. Thank you very much, Douglas. Yeah, so when they're finished, they decide they're going to shut their channel down, and that's the end of that. Now, the other side of the coin is we have a number of people who have passed on in the community. And it's really nice to be able to go back and watch the videos of those folks. I believe Pipe Pops is still on. Renee over in Germany, I think his channel is still up. Mr. Kearslake, I think his is still up. So yeah, you know, that's the other side of the coin. Oh, Smooth Piper. Peter is in the audience tonight. Great to see you, Peter. Michael Taylor, interesting question. Englishman Smokes, was his name Steve? Whatever his name was. He and I got to be pretty good buddies, messaging back and forth, and one Christmas exchanged Christmas cards, and all of a sudden his videos stopped. You know, he wasn't putting anything up, and I totally lost track of trying to find out where he was or what happened to him. And about 2 years later, I got an email from his son, who got onto his computer, found all the videos, and of course he mentioned me in one of the videos, and then he found, I think, some comments or something. So anyway, he wound up emailing me to let me know that his dad had passed on. And oh, that was a tough email to read. He had not been aware that his dad was doing the videos and that he had made so many friends, that he had such a good time doing it, and he was really tickled pink that so many people really liked what he was doing. I see Mutton Chop mentioned. Yeah, I haven't seen him. Last I knew, he was, I think his job had changed at work and he was busier and wasn't sure he was going to be on. Wrestling with a lot of responsibilities. Thank you, Jody, for that. We are at 44 minutes past the hour of 7 here in Connecticut. 173, 175. I should write that down somewhere. 175. Because I think that's a new total. Because people are always asking. Okay, so we're going to call it a night here. And Want to thank everybody for coming in. Wish everybody a great weekend, and hopefully we catch you next Friday night for Friday Night Live. Thanks again.